Welcome to your channel name. Are you sitting on a hidden treasure? Imagine turning a simple quarter into $1 million fortune overnight. Today, we're diving into the truth behind the so-called rare and valuable bicentennial Washington quarters. Are they really worth a fortune or just a myth? Stay tuned as we uncover which coins could make you rich and how to spot genuine treasures in your pocket change. Don't miss this. Your next coin might be worth thousands. Let's get started! Welcome to your channel name. Are you sitting on a hidden treasure? Imagine turning a simple quarter into a... There is no such thing as a bicentennial Washington quarter from 1968 with a P mint mark. The bicentennial quarter was only minted in 1975 and 1976 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. These quarters feature a dual date, 1776-1976, on the obverse, and a colonial drummer design on the reverse, designed by nicKel. No bicentennial quarters exist from 1968, and any claim otherwise is inaccurate. If you have a 1968 P Washington quarter, it is a standard issue quarter with the classic eagle reverse design by John Flanagan. The Philadelphia Mint did not put mint marks on quarters in 1968. So if your quarter has no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. If it has a D or S mint mark, it was produced in Denver or San Francisco respectively. Value of a 1968 P Washington quarter. The 1968 P Washington quarter was minted in large quantities, approximately 220 million coins, making it a common coin. In circulated condition, it is worth only 25 cents, as it contains no silver. It is made of a copper-nickel clad composition. However, certain rare varieties and mint errors can increase its value. Valuable 1968 P quarter varieties and errors. While the 1968 P quarter is common, some error coins and high-grade examples can be valuable. Double die obverse DDO. Some 1968 P quarters show doubling in the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. Depending on the visibility, these coins can be worth $50 to $300 tiegs. Off-center strikes. A quarter struck significantly off-center, where part of the design is missing, can sell for $100 to $500, depending on how dramatic the error is. Clipped planche error. A clipped planche occurs when a piece of the coin's metal blank is missing. These errors can be worth $50 to $150 based on size and clarity. Struck on a wrong planche. In rare cases, a 1968 P quarter was accidentally struck on a blank intended for another coin, such as a dime or nickel. These are rare and can command values between $500 and $2,500.5. High-grade specimens, MS67 or higher. A 1968 P quarter graded MS67 or higher is rare and can be worth $200 to $1,000 plus in auctions. How to identify valuable 1968 P quarters. Look for doubling in the lettering and numbers. Check for errors like off-center strikes, missing parts, or unusual features. Examine surface condition. Coins with no scratches, nicks, or wear are worth more. Weigh the coin. A normal 1968 P quarter weighs 5.67 grams. Any deviation might indicate an error. Estimated value of 1968 P quarters. Circulated condition 0 to 25, 1 MS65, mint state, $5. 15 MS67 or higher, $200, 1,000 plus. Rare errors can exceed $2,500 depending on type and demand. Debunking the $1 million myth. No 1968 P quarter has ever sold for millions of dollars. Viral claims that such coins can make you a billionaire are false. Only extremely rare U.S. coins, like the 1933 Double Eagle, 1794 Flowing Hair Dollar, or 1913 Liberty Head Nickel, have reached million-dollar prices. Authentication and grading. If you think your 1968 P quarter is valuable, have it authenticated by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These companies specialize in grading and verifying rare coin varieties. Conclusion: the 1968 P Washington quarter is not a bicentennial coin and will not make you a millionaire overnight. While rare error coins and high-grade specimens hold value, exaggerated claims of extraordinary prices are misleading. Always verify authenticity through professional grading services before making any assumptions about a coin's worth. The 1980 Washington quarter, minted in Philadelphia and bearing the P mint mark, holds particular interest among numismatists. This coin was part of the ongoing series honoring the first U.S. president, George Washington, a design that began in 1932. In 1980, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 635,132,000 of these quarters. Notably, 1980 marked the introduction of the P mint mark on quarters, a practice that continues today. In terms of composition, the 1980 Washington quarter consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, resulting in a total weight of 5.67 grams. The obverse features John Flanagan's portrait of George Washington, while the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings. The coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. The value of a 1980 P Washington quarter largely depends on its condition. Circulated coins typically hold only face value. However, uncirculated coins can fetch higher prices. For instance, coins in mint state 60 MS60 condition are valued at approximately $7.13. Coins in higher mint state grades, such as MS65, can command prices ranging from $1 to $10,000, depending on factors like luster and strike quality. While the 1980 P Washington quarter is collectible, it doesn't typically reach values that would make one a millionaire overnight. However, certain U.S. coins have achieved such remarkable valuations. For example, the 1943 D bronze Lincoln cent, an era coin struck on a bronze planchet instead of the intended steel, fetched $840,000 at auction. Similarly, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel is renowned for its scarcity, with only 5 known examples. One such coin sold for $3.2 million at auction, underscoring the immense value rare coins can attain. Bicentennial coins, minted in 1975 and 1976 to commemorate the United States' 200th anniversary, also hold significant interest. These coins, including quarters, half dollars, and dollars, feature unique designs and dual dating, 1776, 1976. While many were produced, certain high-grade specimens, especially those in silver or with pristine proof finishes, can be valuable. It's crucial for collectors to authenticate and grade their coins accurately, as subtle differences can substantially impact value. Professional grading services offer evaluations that can confirm a coin's condition and authenticity, providing assurance to both buyers and sellers. In conclusion, while the 1980 P Washington quarter is a notable piece for collectors, it doesn't typically reach the astronomical values seen with some rare U.S. coins. However, possessing coins with there's no such thing as a bicentennial Washington quarter minted in 1984. The official bicentennial quarters were struck only in 1975 and 1976 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. These special quarters are distinguished by their dual date, 1776-1976 on the obverse, and a unique colonial drummer design on the reverse, created by artist Jack L.R. If you have a quarter from 1984 with a P mint mark, it is part of the standard Washington quarter series. The 1984 P Washington quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and over 676 million of these coins were struck, making it a common coin in circulation. It features the traditional design by John Flanagan, with George Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. In circulated condition, the 1984 P quarter is generally worth its face value of 25 cents. Due to its high mintage, finding rare and valuable examples is uncommon unless the coin is in exceptional condition or has a minting error. For collectors, the most valuable 1984 P quarters are those graded MS65 or higher, uncirculated condition with sharp details and minimal marks. Such coins can be worth $5 to $25. In higher grades, such as MS67, values can rise to $100 to $300 or more. Coins with the rare MS68 grade, nearly flawless condition, could fetch over $1,000, though finding one in this state is extremely rare. Some 1984 P quarters with notable errors can command higher prices. Key errors to watch for include off-center strikes, coins with a significant portion of the design missing due to improper alignment, double die errors, coins showing duplicated elements such as doubled lettering or numbers, clipped planchets, quarters with a portion of the coin's edge missing, Wrong planche errors. Coins mistakenly struck on nickel, dime, or even foreign coin blanks. While these errors can be valuable, they are rare and require professional authentication to confirm their legitimacy. Despite viral claims that certain 1984 P quarters are worth millions of dollars, there are no verified records of such a sale. Coins that command seven-figure prices are typically extremely rare pieces like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, 1794 flowing hair dollar, or coins with extraordinary errors. If you suspect your 1984 P Washington quarter may be valuable, consider having it graded by a professional service such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations can confirm its condition, authenticity, and true market value. In conclusion, the 1984 P Washington quarter is not a bicentennial coin, and it does not hold million-dollar value unless it features a highly unusual mint error or is in an extraordinary state of preservation. For valuable coin hunting, focus on known rarities, error coins, and certified high-grade examples. Always rely on trusted, numismatic resources and grading services for accurate information.
There is no such thing as a bicentennial quarter dollar from 1988 with a P mint mark. The bicentennial Washington quarter was exclusively minted for the 1976 United States bicentennial celebration, and all coins from that commemorative series bear the dual date, 1776 to 1976. If your quarter is dated 1988, it is part of the regular Washington quarter series, not the bicentennial issue. However, certain error coins or high-grade specimens from 1988 can still be valuable, and in rare cases, they might sell for hundreds or even thousands depending on demand and rarity. 1. The 1988 Washington Quarter Basic Overview. The 1988 Washington Quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, P, and the Denver Mint, D, with a standard mintage in the hundreds of millions. The obverse features George Washington's bust, while the reverse retains the traditional heraldic eagle design. These quarters are made of copper-nickel clad, not silver, and are typically worth face value unless in uncirculated condition or with rare mint errors. 2. Why 1988 is not a bicentennial year. The bicentennial coin series only covers the 1776 to 1976 coins, issued between 1975 and 1976. These coins had a special design, featuring a colonial drummer boy on the reverse. Any coin marked 1988 is not a part of this celebration, and labeling it as bicentennial is incorrect. Mislabeling has led to confusion, but only 1776 to 1976 dual-dated quarters are truly bicentennial. 3. Rare 1988 error quarters that can be valuable. Even though 1988 quarters are not bicentennial, certain error coins from that year can be rare and valuable. Examples include doubled die obverse or reverse, where letters or designs appear doubled. Off-center strikes, coins where part of the design is missing due to misalignment. Clipped planchets, coins that have a missing curved edge due to a miscut. Struck on wrong planchet. For example, a quarter struck on a nickel or foreign coin blank. These types of errors can bring values from $50 up to several $1,000s, depending on the severity and clarity of the error. 4. High-grade coins. What makes them valuable? A 1988 quarter in mint state, MS 67 or higher condition, especially if graded by a major service like PCGS or NGC, can fetch hundreds or more. This is due to the fact that most coins in circulation get worn out quickly, so finding one with no scratches, full luster, and a strong strike is rare. An MS 67 1988 P quarter can sell for $250 to $600 in top condition. 5. How to spot a rare or valuable 1988 quarter. Start by checking for errors like doubling, misstrikes, or odd weights. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering on the obverse, Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and reverse, United States of America, E Pluribus Unum. Also, weigh the coin. A standard clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams. Any significant difference might indicate a wrong planchet strike. 6. What to do if you have a 1988 quarter that seems unusual. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, avoid cleaning it, as that reduces value, and consider sending it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. Their authentication and grading will boost collector trust and increase your chances of a high sale value at auction or online. 7. Myths about million-dollar 1988 quarters. Despite what you may have seen online, number 1988 quarter has sold for millions. Claims that a 1988 P quarter can make you a billionaire are clickbait or misinformed. The most valuable quarters in U.S. history are often from the 18th and early 19th centuries or are extremely rare errors or patterns. That said, finding an extremely rare 1988 error or a top-grade example is still a nice bonus, potentially worth hundreds or low thousands. 8. Final words. Know what you have. While a 1988 P quarter is not a bicentennial coin and will not make you a billionaire overnight, it could still be worth money if it has errors or is in pristine condition. The key to unlocking its value is knowledge, patience, and authentication. If you're a collector or coin enthusiast, keep your eyes open, because every now and then, a hidden gem does appear in someone's change jar or old collection box. Would you like a YouTube script intro to match this topic? I can create one that's short, catchy, and optimized to grab attention.